Yo, what's good, YouTube? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. I hope you're smiling. Make sure you do that at least 3 times a day. Today's video, what we're gonna be talking about is why I quit college, why I dropped out of college. Why would you do that, Isaiah? Why would you drop out of college? You need college, you need a diploma to live in this world. We're just gonna dive into how I felt leading up to college, how I felt after high school, and just my logical reasoning behind it. And we're gonna also talk about like something called the money time paradox. At least that's what I like to call it. So make sure you stick around till the end, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Sheesh, man, I have a lot to tell you guys. Just get some popcorn, sit down. I got a really interesting story to tell you. Where do I even start? Okay, so I guess I'll start with my football career. So I don't know if you guys watching this may know, I'm not even sure if I talked about it in the past, but I used to play football in high school. It was a pretty fun sport, but it was only fun because my friends were playing it and because, yeah, that's about it. And I guess because I'm athletic, but yeah, I used to play football in high school from, I think around 10th grade to 12th grade. 12th grade is after our season ended, we made it to like the playoffs, third round, but after our season ended, what I decided to do was I decided to quit. And it was a really big decision for me. It was like it was like a life decision. And I'm glad I made the decision, and I'm glad I made the right decision. You know, there's a lot of reasons, and that's a story for another day. But the story that I want to tell today, and the reason why I'm bringing up football, is because after our football season ended, 12th grade, that was the time I made the decision to stop playing football, and that was like a big milestone for me at the time. And that happened, you know, basically near the end of the year for us. It was only a couple months left, and because of the vid, I don't really want to say the full name. I don't know if my video is going to get striked, but because of the vid, our classes transitions to online. So I think our football season ended around like November, yeah, around November. I want to say our football season ended there. Then it was like only 4 months left till school was over, if I remember properly. And basically we just went online because of the vid. Afterwards, COVID came around around the time I was supposed to have prom. And sadly, I wasn't able to have prom because of that. And it would probably have been really fun. But did I say I hated high school? I don't think I brought that up. I never really liked high school. I never really liked middle school. Honestly, after elementary school, things started to go south for me in terms of school. Like, of course I had decent grades. I'm naturally kind of a smart person. I don't know if that's like egotistical, but I think I'm pretty smart. So I had good grades. I just didn't really care about school. And if I did care, I would have great grades. I would have all A's and B's, but you know, whatever. But I never really liked school. And I wasn't really good at socializing. Like, my social life wasn't that good either. And then I wasn't really that good at football. So all 3 of those things just made me hate high school. So once we went online, I really didn't like schoolwork, even before we were online. And now that there's no people to talk to and I'm just at home, it was kind of a drag. But I got it done and I graduated. And I remember the graduation day almost like it was yesterday. I remember it was so bootleg, and it was just so unorthodox because nobody really knew what to do during those unprecedented times. So, you know, they would have these weird precautions set up, and basically it would just make our graduation trash. We really just graduated in our high school. We didn't even go to a different event place. Okay, but before I even talk about like the bad, it was a celebration, and I'm still thankful for it, and I'm still happy. I think I'm gonna just put up a graduation picture right there. It was a really big relief for me. But yeah, our graduation wasn't the best. It wasn't orthodox. It wasn't normal in any matter because the times that we in weren't really normal. But yeah, so I ended up graduating, and like I said, it was a huge relief for me. And that summer was probably one of the most exciting summers for me because I just felt grown up. I wasn't in high school no more. Like, I wasn't a high school kid. And that's when I really started to think about just a lot of different things in my life. Like, what am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now, okay? Ever since I was young, I've had the entrepreneurial spirit, I guess you could call it. You know, in high school, I've been in like 2 business ventures in high school, and after high school, I was in like 5, total 5. And you know, I used to just never have that commitment like I do now. I used to just never actually, you know, stick to something until I see success. I used to just like it, then 2 months later, lost interest and I moved on. But in high school, yeah, I had like 2 entrepreneur ventures, and basically one of them was drop shipping, like when it was early. I don't even think people called it drop shipping. I forgot what they did back then. And also, I used to have a marketing agency, and that one, honestly, I kind of regret not following through with that one because, bro, if I did that in high school, I would probably be like a decamillionaire right now. But yeah, those were 2 business ventures. So I always had the entrepreneurial spirit. So I was leaning towards entrepreneurship or trade school. And the reason why I bring up trade school is because there's a more direct path to income. And it's, if I'm saying it right, a blue collar job. And basically it's more just hands-on. And you know, it's kind of in my blood because my he's a general contractor, so he does a lot of hands-on stuff. So I thought I would be automatically good at that and I could just learn under my dad. So I have an instant mentor. So it was between those 2. Basically, I almost committed to trade school. Like, this was after I've wasted like 4 months of my time. I don't know what I was doing, but, oh, actually I do remember. So during the summer, so now I'm just skipping ahead. Sorry, this story is fucking unorganized, but during the summer, like I said, I was having fun with my friends, and like, that's when school started to swing back around. So I had to like decide what I was gonna do, go to college, go to trade school, or be an entrepreneur. So back to what I was saying. After I finished wasting all the time, it was between trade school. And the reason why I didn't choose trade school was basically because the school that I was applying for, the fee for education, the scholarship fee, what is it called? I don't know, but the cost of education was around $20,000 if I'm correct, $20,000. I didn't want to do that because my dad was like, bro, you don't need to go to that school in order to learn the trade that you want to learn. You can just learn under me. So I was like, okay, I could do that. That's always an option. And then the other option was college. So these were the 3 options: college, trade school, and entrepreneurship. I ended up taking the college route, right? And the reason why I did that was just because I had basically a free scholarship, and what that meant is free education. So it was, you might as well go, it's free. Go to college, dickhead, it's free. And I didn't really know what I was gonna do in terms of entrepreneurship. So I was like, okay, I might as well just choose college. So that's what happened. I chose college and I fully committed for like a day, a week? No, I fully committed for like a week. Okay, so college. Okay, all right, I'm getting ahead of myself just a little bit, but in college, and you know, we had the vid going on at the time, so I wasn't able to like enroll and live on campus or even like live near campus because of the vid. So at the time we had online school, right? And if you've never been to college, you wouldn't know that college is literally, the whole experience of college is being there. If you're not there, then you might as well, I mean, unless you want a degree, of course. I mean, the reason you go to college is to get a degree or the education. But, you know, in terms of fun and in terms of socializing, in terms of growing as a person, generally you would want to be there in person, right? The college experience is, most of it is on campus. So the fact that we don't have an experience touching people, seeing people, talking to people, and then I have to do all of the real college work. Bro, onboarding into the class was hard. So I was like, I'm not prepared to do this. all of the previous experiences that I've had before I've got into college and the influences that I've had, or people that I would watch, basically, like YouTubers or people that I look up to, like people that I want to be like. So what they told me was, you know, they didn't really shine light on college and they didn't really see it as a necessity. The people I looked up to at the time, they was like, fuck college, basically. So I wasn't really keen to it, and I didn't really want to commit. And I'm glad I didn't again. Yeah, so the college work and the fact that I was online just made it a no for me. Automatically it was a no. My camera just died, so I don't really remember which part I was on, but I'm pretty sure it was this. College can be a scam, okay? It can be a scam. It depends on what you go to college for, right? And especially in my situation, it was a fucking scam. And it depends on like whatever you want out of life. So, you know, once you figure that out, disclaimer, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not telling you not to go to college. I'm not telling you to go to college. I'm just saying what I've personally done, and this is my story. And I believe that college can be a scam, and in most cases it is. Another reason is because you go to college for 4 years and say it costs you $20,000 every year. So you just pay $80,000 to get a degree that pays you, what's a good guess? $65,000. No, okay, that's a low ball. Okay, that pays you $100,000 every year. And then minus taxes and expenses, you're probably gonna be left with $30,000. And then you have to pay off your debt. So you see where I'm going with this? And I'm not sure, but there might be interest on your debt as well. Versus somebody who spent 4 years, and let's just use me for example. If I spend 4 years in digital marketing, and you know, I go through all the ups and downs, I'm taking action, I'm making mistakes, and I'm making money, and I'm growing, and I'm reinvesting it into myself, and I'm taking online courses, and I'm networking, I'm traveling, and I'm just growing as a person. You compare the two, after 4 years, who do you think will be in a better position? The person that's been in the field, for example me, or the person that's been to college for 4 years. So you just think about like how big of a fucking gap that's gonna be. And that's the reality. Like I said, I'm not telling you not to go to college or to go to college. Look into your own situation and make the best decision that you think is good for you. Only tip I give you, probably just meditate before you make your decision. And yeah, that's my story. That's my story. That's why I dropped out of college. I decided to go into real school, which was real life, especially for entrepreneurship. And that was my decision. That's why I dropped out of college. Thank you guys for joining me and for listening to my story. I hope you guys learned a valuable tip, or maybe just enjoyed the story. I hope you guys love listening to me just blabber about, you know, different things that I've been through. And I hope this inspires somebody just to take action. Whatever that shit that you're facing, whatever that problem is, whatever that big decision that you're going through, do something that you will be proud of 5 years from now. Because sometimes it's a really long-term game. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. Make sure if you liked it, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.